Thank you, Jimmy, for this opportunity. I'm so happy. Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining me today at this meetup. I'm Paula Ramos. I'm part of the DevRel team at 51, and I'm proud to introduce the Elder Reaction Recognition Challenge. This is a groundbreaking opportunity to innovate in the field of age tech. So I want to show you what this is about. So basically, we have the opportunity to host this challenge in the Computer Vision for Smalls workshop that will be hosted in the WACV 2025 conference this year in Tucson, Arizona, at the end of February. So coming back to my presentation, so I think that this challenge is creating a state-of-the-art models for elder reaction recognition using publicly available data sets. So maybe you have some questions. Why join, for example? Well, this is a chance to solve real-world problems, showcase your skills in the computer vision community, and contribute to better elderly care. That is super important. So who can participate? Anyone passionate about AI, computer vision, or age tech. So whether you are a student, researcher, or professional, please join to this challenge. So we have basically three objectives. So the first one is push the boundaries of the state-of-the-art models for elder reaction recognition. Second one, to encourage the use of innovative technologies like data curation and transfer learning. And third, contribute to research addressing real-world challenges in elderly care. So we launched this challenge at the beginning of January, and we have received several questions. And these are the common questions that we have received. So the first question is, do we provide training data sets? The answer is no, but we point you to open access data sets that you can use. And I will show you some URLs later in this talk. So what predictions do we evaluate? So basically, as we are encouraging you to use multiple data sets, we are evaluating superclasses or categories. So you can include detailed classes or subclasses in your report, but we are evaluating categories or superclasses. About the deadline and timeline, so we have submission deadline is February the 15th, and the final ranking is February the 20th. So I think that this is a question mark that is all time around, what kind of data sets we are providing. You can access open access data sets, so you can scan these QR codes. We have just addressing this data set, but you can also include your own data sets or another kind of data set that you have access. So participants should use multiple data sets for training. So what is the goal here? You need to map these classes to superclasses or categories. So for example, if in the Toyota Smart Home dataset, we have an action, sitting, and we have in the dataset of E3 activity 3D, sitting down, you need to group them into superclasses, in the superclass locomotion. So I have included this dataset link, so please scan these QR codes, that this will help you to start. So, and how you can integrate, how you need to use 51 in this case. So the idea is that you need to mix different data sets. So 51 will help you with that. So basically with 51, first you need to request access to the data set, then you need to download the data set. When you have the data set in your local machine, you can call your data set with 51, and also you can include the metadata there. So you can include as metadata the category or the superclass. So basically, you need to map all the classes that you have in the data set to the superclasses and categories. So exactly the same thing for the Toyota Smart Home dataset, that where basically you can see all the metadata, subjects, actions, and you can map these to the superclasses. So we are provide access to interesting support material, so notebooks and blogs. So you can use this as a foundation and for getting started with these 51 and elder reaction recognition data sets. So don't miss this and scan the QR codes. So about the submission, let's talk about the submission process. We have created an evaluation data set with more than 4,000 videos with no labels. So you need to use your model. So basically, after you download the models, process the model, you download the data sets, process and train the models. With those models, you can run the inference using this data set that we are provided. So you can scan also this QR code and go to the Kaggle submission page where you can download the information as well. So basically, we were talking about categories and superclasses. We will have these 5 categories: locomotion, manipulation, communication, and all. So what do you need to do? You need to submit the results file in CSV format. So remember that you need to use superclasses in lowercase. So we have created a data set, without superclasses, and using the training model, you will predict the superclasses and submit the CSV file to the Kaggle platform. Part of the data set will be publicly evaluated during the competition or during the challenge, and part will be privately evaluated. The private results will be released 5 days after the challenge deadline. So now, what is next? Really important. You need to register for the event. So scan this challenge web page. You need to register to the event. Download the training data sets. For downloading these data sets, so you need to request access to the owners. You need to pip install 51. It's easy to use. Use 51 to curate your training data. Select the most important videos that you want to put in your training data set. Train your model with the architecture of your preference. We don't have any requirements for that architecture. Run the inference over the evaluation data set. Submit the CSV result file. Don't forget to share the model. So we are requesting the model with a link using Hugging Face. So you can use Hugging Face Hub and share with us the link of the model. We need to have the PDF report where you are documented how you curate your data. What is the architecture of your model? And also you need to share with us the evaluation script that we can use for these top submissions in the leaderboard to evaluate the process. Now, what is next is your turn to make an impact. So my invitation today is participate in the Elderly Action Recognition Challenge and be part of this change in age tech. So I really want to say thank you for these 10 minutes, Jimmy, and I'm looking forward to see all the participants with these innovative solutions.